Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, a plea to help ensure the disabled and elderly are not sidelined in the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Young people challenged to get involved with community tourism to propel the industry forward. And Samuel Johnson to head the International Airport Development Company from the 1st of March. The details coming up.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited Flow-to-Flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
First up in the news, a plea to those who are able to help the disabled access the COVID-19 vaccine. Here is Andrea Louis with more.
The appeal from Nathalie Murphy, Executive Director of the Dominica Association of Persons with Disabilities, DAPD. Dominica's national vaccination program continues for the next few weeks, and the call is being sounded for Dominicans to step up and get vaccinated. Special attention is being placed on those who fall in the high-risk category, and this includes those in the disability community. DAPD's Executive Director, Nathalie Murphy, says measures should be put in place to ensure that those who are disabled but want to get vaccinated do get vaccinated.
If some arrangements could be made where the vaccine could be administered to persons with disabilities, especially those with mobility impairments at their homes, or some transportation arrangements be made to take them to the health centers to ensure that this is done. Just like when we have election time and we have people transporting them to the various polling stations to vote. Why don't we initiate something like that to ensure that persons with disabilities really, get the vaccines taken? Yeah.
The Board of Directors of the DAPD is currently on a drive to reach out to all its members and assist with the information dissemination regarding vaccination program.
We took a decision to get in touch with our members in particular to determine what is their stance with regards to taking the vaccine. And since we have a group chat, we did send out the message to them. So some have been responding in a positive manner, but as everything goes, there are those with reservations, and since it's a choice that one has, we are not going to force it on anyone. But as an organization, we are saying that in light of the fact that persons with disabilities are categorized as vulnerable people, and knowing so many of them with underlying conditions, we are encouraging them as much as possible to go ahead and take the vaccine.
Murphy, who is also an executive member of the Commonwealth Disabled People's Group, is pleased that Dominica is not leaving its disabled community behind in the COVID vaccination program.
And I was so proud and pleased to share with my other Commonwealth Disabled People's counterpart during a meeting that I had this morning with them, where I said to them that we have vaccines available in Dominica for free, and they were quite happy because in most of the countries they do not have that facility. So I feel really, really proud that here in Dominica, a small country, that at least we are taking measures to ensure that the disability community is not left behind.
President of the Dominica Council on Aging has vowed to play her part to ensure the elderly are assisted in the vaccination process. Dominica's growing elderly population has been categorized as high risk during the COVID-19 pandemic. Those 65 and over may have underlying health conditions which, if compounded with the coronavirus, will produce adverse effects. President of the Dominica Council on Aging, Ophelia Marie, says so far the reaction within the senior community or senior citizen community towards taking the vaccine has been fairly mixed.
Among the membership, you can find those who are saying, I will let others take it first and see what they are doing, what's happening to them before I decide. There are others who want to travel and have already gone to take their vaccinations. And there are others who are saying that they will not take the vaccine because they're not sick and they don't want to need a doctor after the vaccine situation. So it's mixed.
Marie says some other concerns have been raised by those who fall in that particular high-risk bracket, and the council will do its best to assist where possible.
I do know that there are some members on the board who would be moving forward to get their vaccination, and there are others as well. There's one gentleman in Soufriere who is concerned that he has to come into Roseau for his vaccination. So there are some small things perhaps that have been addressed by persons of the council, and I will be bringing that to the attention of the persons who are likely to be able to do something about it. If they do want, the council will do its best to facilitate. And I understand the crowd thing because we have been telling people to stay home. We have been telling them even when they go to church, stay far away from each other. And they like church. They like church. They miss church. So for whatever assistance they need, the council is standing by.
The Council on Aging president reiterated that the decision to take the vaccine lies with the individual and encouraged the elderly to be informed with their decision.
The council has decided that everybody will decide for himself or herself what happens to the vaccine and themselves. So we're following the route of the Prime Minister and others who are encouraging but who are not insisting that this is mandatory. So each person has to look at the situation, I believe, do some research so that they have the correct information and make their decisions on their own. I think each family should pay attention to the senior citizens among them, the centenarians and the others, and help them make a decision personally.
The EU Taxation Council adds Dominica to the list of non-cooperative jurisdictions and removes Barbados. The Council has adopted conclusions on the revised EU list of non-cooperative jurisdictions for tax purposes, deciding to add Dominica to the EU list of non-cooperative jurisdictions and to remove Barbados from the list. The list includes jurisdictions worldwide that either have not engaged in a constructive dialogue with the EU on tax governance or have failed to deliver on their commitments to implement the reforms necessary to comply with the set of objective tax good governance criteria. These criteria relate to tax transparency, fair taxation and implementation of international standards designed to prevent tax-based erosion and profit shifting. The changes to the list take into consideration the ratings recently released by the OECD Global Forum for Transparency and Exchange of Information as regards exchange of information on request. For the purpose of the list, the EU requires jurisdictions to be at least largely compliant with the international standards on transparency and exchange of information on request. Dominica has been included in the EU list as it received a partially compliant rating from the Global Forum and has not yet resolved this issue. Barbados was added to the EU list in October 2020 after it received a partially compliant rating from the Global Forum. It has now been granted a supplementary review by the Global Forum and has therefore been moved to a state of play document pending the outcome of this review. Dominicans continue to be encouraged to avail themselves of the opportunity to get vaccinated to protect against COVID-19. Prime Minister Skerritt and other members of Cabinet received the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine on Tuesday.
Let us not wait for other countries to impose the requirement on us. If we have to travel or we have to do business or overseas. But even for those of us who have no business traveling, it is for our own protection. The science has shown that it will help in the fight against COVID-19, and it minimizes the opportunity for getting very ill and for death. And we have to set aside our fears and all of this conspiracy theories and be guided by the science. In developed world, people are taking the vaccines. People of all stratas of society, and we, as I said, we are fortunate in Dominica to have the vaccines so early. And we thank the government of India for this gift. And from all reports, it appears that the folks across the country are availing themselves. So we need to continue this. It's going to be a journey. It's not going to be for this month only. It's going to have to continue. And this government will continue to use all its efforts to access vaccines over a period of time.
The Prime Minister says small countries like Dominica will be disadvantaged, so it's wise to get vaccinated while we can.
As you know, we are working with the Pan American Health Organization for the COVAX facility, and we expect to get a quantity of vaccines there. But the reality is, in this world today, countries like ours will have great difficulty in accessing vaccines because of the demands in the countries where they've been produced, and manufactured. And so we're lower down in the pecking order. So we really have to count our blessings here in Dominica that we have these vaccines. And I wanted this day to come when I myself could avail myself of being vaccinated. And there's no fear about this thing. Let us not wait when we are forced to take it or we are mandated to take it by external forces for us to take it. So let us take it. It's available. With what we have from India now, we can vaccinate 25,000 Dominicans. 25,000 Dominicans can be vaccinated, and Dominicans and residents of Dominica can be vaccinated. And I've been receiving quite a few messages of people who tell me that they've been vaccinated. People have very, very little side effects. It's a simple chill and a little light fever and so on, but nothing out of the ordinary.
More from the Prime Minister's post-vaccination interview later in the newscast. You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new all-in or all-in plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Thank you for staying with us. Samuel Johnson will take up duties as Chief Executive Officer of International Airport Development Company from March 1, 2021. Cabinet announced its approval of Mr. Johnson in a press release on Tuesday. The International Airport Development Company will be charged with the construction of Dominica's International Airport. MP for Wesley, Honorable Fidel Grant, says one of government's most important goals is to significantly improve air access as a means of making a step change in developing a resilient nation.
There have been many studies done on the importance of an international airport to Dominica and the feasibility of it. The timely and successful construction of an international airport is also instrumental to us achieving our long-term goals. As we move deeper into the construction phase, it is important that we attract the best talent and assemble a high-performing organization to lead this initiative. With this in mind, I am pleased to announce that the Cabinet today, February 23, 2021, reviewed and approved the engagement of Mr. Samuel Johnson as the CEO of the newly formed International Airport Development Company, IADC. Mr. Johnson is no stranger to Dominica or to leading large complex projects like this within tight timelines. In this new and strategic role, Samuel will work with the board of the IADC and the senior management team. He will focus on developing policies and strategies and the implementation of the same in order to achieve the desired objectives and goals of the company. The company will be critical in ensuring that all aspects of the project are carefully managed to ensure timely completion with stipulated quality. It will also serve as a critical link between all stakeholders related to the project. Mr. Samuel Johnson is an award-winning executive with over 25 years senior management experience. Throughout his career, he has successfully held leadership roles in Dominica and then several Fortune 500 companies globally. Mr. Johnson earned a Bachelor of Science with honors in engineering from the University of the West Indies and is the holder of an MBA from Michigan State University with a dual focus on supply chain management and marketing.
A challenge for young people to get involved with community tourism to drive the industry forward. Andrea Louis has more.
The remarks came from Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Trade and Commerce, Esther Thomas, when she addressed the recent annual general meeting of the Dominica Community Tourism Association, Inc., DCTAI. Thomas believes utilizing the skill set and talent of young people will be a great boost to developing community tourism in Dominica. She admonished those who are already in the association to recruit young people to the fold.
One of the set goals and targets you need to go after is to go after the young people. Some of our young people have not understood the development, community tourism and its impact and its relevance. So we need to tap into all your commitment. You have good demonstration of commitment and willingness to work. You all are mentors that can now go after the young people to say to them that you need to get involved in a development activity, community tourism, which is critical for your generation to come. And so you must be part of the platform setting now.
Thomas pointed out that already existing community groups need as much support as possible in order to see the multitude of benefits from community tourism.
Staying focused as the visible vehicle driving to make Dominica the destination of choice for visitors seeking an eco-friendly and peaceful country, an enhanced visitor experience at the community level. Everyone must collaborate with and empower community groups and organizations to develop sustainable tourism products and services that are unique, marketable, and experiential in keeping with the national tourism policy and thrust.
The Permanent Secretary says the value of domestic tourists must not be lost by catering only to overseas-based tourists.
And let's get off the myth from us that we always cater for the overseas visitor. COVID has now told us you now have to consider the 70,000 people in Dominica as your tourists. So your focus has to be domestic tourism. And so therefore, Do not treat anyone in Dominica like they are not a tourist. You have to treat them as a tourist. So if you're coming to sell cassava to them, you must be presentable. If you come in to sell your cocoa sticks, it's good to do those vending, because this is how you generate revenue for yourself. It is important to be presentable.
Prime Minister Skerrit says his vaccination on Tuesday should serve as motivation for those who are still skeptical. The Prime Minister and member of Cabinet were vaccinated on Tuesday. Mr. Skerrit says the hope is that those who were waiting to see him receive the vaccine can now lay aside their skepticism.
I'm hoping that my taking, because I understand that a number of people are saying they're waiting for Skerrit to take it. So now that Skerrit has taken it, I'm hoping that those who are waiting for me to take it will rush to the health facilities to take yours, because even when you're taking it for me, I would love for you to take it for yourself. So you're not taking it for me. I'll be happy if you take it. So it's important that we do that, and the Ministry of Health is really working actively. And I want to commend them, the staff, the doctors, for the diligence, for the commitment, because without them, it's impossible to have the vaccination program. And they are on the ball every day of the week. They are availing themselves to vaccinate us. And we're fortunate we have to thank God for these things. And if the point is, if we did not have the vaccine, people would say, where are the vaccines? Now that you have it, there's some who do not want to take it. It's very strange how sometimes we as human beings behave and react to things. But the key for us is for us to take the vaccines. And we've seen all medical practitioners across the world, scientists are publicly taking the vaccines, heads of governments, heads of states are taking the vaccines from across the world, the United States, Greece, and elsewhere. And I think we need to take the vaccines. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but very soon, we will have another 20,000 doses from China coming in here. And in the month of March, we should expect to get some from the COVAX facility through PAHO. So it's important that we take it. And of course, there are 2 doses. My next appointment will be April 20th, where I will take the 2nd dose.
Mr. Skerrit says the ultimate goal is to have the entire population vaccinated. He believes vaccination of all citizens in Dominica and the wider region means these tourism-dependent economies can thrive once again.
And now that our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean are also about to receive their vaccines, it means well for us, because we'll be opening up. We see what's happening in the United Kingdom, because a large percentage of British nationals in the UK are vaccinated. The government now has announced plans for relieving the lockdown restrictions. In Israel, where 49% of the population has received at least 1 dose of their vaccines, they are relieving the lockdowns and opening up the economy and getting people to travel again. And if we are reliant in large measure on tourism in Dominica and of course the Caribbean, that's one of the ways we're going to be able to reopen, to get people to travel again and people to feel comfortable in their minds and the way they feel, that they can board a plane and come to Dominica, come to Barbados, come to Antigua, come to St. Lucia, come to St. Vincent. So that we can see our economy is going back to the point of tax revenues to continue our economic development in the region and Dominica. And I think vaccination, the vaccination exercise and program is going to facilitate the reopening of our economies, especially where tourism is concerned.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new all-in or all-in plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
To end the news, the headlines again a plea to help ensure the disabled and elderly are not sidelined in the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Young people challenged to get involved with community tourism to propel the industry forward. And Samuel Johnson to head the International Airport Development Company from the 1st of March. You may access the news on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow.